Dyslexic genius here. Now we're going to oil the top end of an Amberola 5. So first thing you're going to do is undo a screw here and screw here, and you're going to pull off the casting. You're not going to use these two holes to oil, but it's a nice gesture from Edison. The first thing you're going to check is the tone arm, make sure it swivels. You're going to pull this out. You'll wipe this off a little. You'll put a little bit of sewing machine oil on here, a couple of drops, like this. Right here at the end. Just stick that back in. And you want to make sure that the tone arm is pivoting well and everything's good. This is only for demo purposes. This makes it a lot easier. We're going to use 3 products to oil the top end. We're going to use Hootie grease for the governor, Super Lube for the lead screw, and sewing machine for everything else. So we're going to start off with, you're going to look at your Amberola 5, and you're just going to paint in a little bit of Hootie grease, so when it's running, you can just put it on there like this. And we're doing that because we have brass to steel on the gear. Once you've done that, we're going to do the lead screw, which is the Super Lube. We're going to move the tone arm all the way down here.
The carriage?
The carriage all the way down, because the half nut stops here, down in here. Then you're just going to run a little bead of Super Lube across the top and just let it sit there for now. After you've done that, we'll go to the sewing machine oil. You're going to come into the carriage and you're going to put a couple of drops in here, run that down, and a couple of drops in here. And get that mixed in. That makes it all slide better. Now on the bottom one, you push the carriage all the way to the left, and you just do a couple of drops. There we go. Because the only thing that's rubbing on the carriage is this part of the casting right here. So that's running well. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come in with the sewing machine oil. You have a lead screw bearing right here. You're going to put a little drop here. You move everything over. And sometimes you have to use a Starbucks stopper because where you have to oil is right there. So you can put a little sewing machine oil on a Starbucks stopper and get it right in here.
In that gap right there.
In that gap, it'll get it. Then you're going to come back and you're going to oil the end of the governor, the front of the governor. Then right here with the bearing, you'll see this little gap. You'll put a little bit there. Then you'll turn it on. And the governor's going clockwise. So all you do is put some oil right there, and it'll just there. And you want to make sure that your felts are soft and they're not clogged with dirt and oil and crud like we had in the beginning of the restoration. Then you're going to turn it on, and you're going to put a little drop there, and it's running right here at this bearing. We're going to put one right there, and then we're going to put one right in there. You just let it run a little bit, and it will shoot off oil off the governor. So you just come in and we'll wipe that up. I think I ran out of power.
Time to wind it up again.
Time to wind up. That's how you oil the top end, and you put it all back in the cabinet. Then you put your castings on. And that's my tip for the day.